Well, what does one say?
It's time.
What does one say as we prepare for another exciting adventure? Always curious to know who will be trickling in first. Always curious to know who might be scrolling and seeing this fabulous background and these two weirdos and go, wait, let me stop and see what is this?
Yeah, what is this?
Or how many people see it and keep scrolling?
There's Patrick. We knew. Old Faithful.
Yeah, Patrick is in the house.
How are you, Patrick? What are you rehearsing? What's going on these days?
That's right. Patrick is ever busy, always creating.
Yes. Oh, Logan is
in the house.
And Logan is always creating as well.
Absolutely.
Friends, some of you may be aware that the Ho-Ho Holiday Play Reading Festival submissions are now up and open.
Yes.
Some of the playwrights already trickling in is an art. Luke and many are trickling in the playwriting submissions as well.
Yes.
So, friends, if you feel so moved, please submit one of your Ho-Ho Holiday plays.
That's right.
Short plays, one page, monologues. That's my public service announcement with my festive glasses before we begin tonight.
Very nicely done.
Thank you so much.
Very nicely done.
How's everybody doing?
Well, we hope that you've all had a great week. We are very excited here at Tiny Theater. None of you will know this, but we have a new ring light. So while you can't see it, the ring light that we had before lasted us 2 years. Thank you, Tom and Pam, for getting that ring light for us. It got us through many, many, many episodes of Tiny Theater. But you know, last week, it just kind of said, I'm done.
Yeah.
And so now we have this little getup, which is super sleek and super easy. And you know, it's very exciting. It doesn't take much to get us excited.
I didn't know if you were going to say we have a new ring light or we have a new cast member.
Well, that's
we also have a new cast member, Oscar the Wild. As you may have tuned in on a Halloween night for a holiday special, you may have heard Oscar the Wild in the background. You may hear Oscar the Wild in the background tonight.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's live theater, people. Anything can happen.
Yeah, Oscar is still getting a lay of the land and trying to understand what we're all about. And so there are certain occasions, we will say, our beloved Milo Gatto, who was our fabulous Tiny Theater mascot for many years, Milo was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Milo was pretty quiet. Oscar's not.
Yeah, Oscar is very vocal. He's busy doing vocal warm-ups for his midnight performance, probably.
Yeah.
LaShawn is in the house. Look at this great group of people.
Yes.
Stephen Buck. Oh, Vicky's in the house.
Stephen Buck, Vic.
Excellent.
This is always great. It's off. I'm very excited for tonight. Debut playwright.
Yes.
One that we're very fond of, and this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Hi, Jamie. Hi. My mom is here. I bet your mom is here too.
My mom is probably watching as well. Yes.
Mom's in the house.
I just love seeing the names. This is great.
Oh, look, Diana. Hola, amiga.
Fabulous.
Yes, I love.
Yeah.
Okay, friends, we're going to give everybody a few more minutes to get here before we jump in. Yep.
And we hope that you all had great Halloween.
Yeah.
Wild, fun times. And hope it was fun and memorable. We had a fabulous birthday party for your mother.
We did.
And people came in costume.
Yes, that's
super
true.
Super fun, super cool.
And the voting has happened since last we met.
Voting has happened.
So, you know, all kinds of excitement in the world. All kinds of excitement in the world. But yes, we're so excited because one of our near and dear friends, David Smilow, is going to be with us tonight. And I can't wait to read his plays. Debut playwright, friends. Debut playwright. Hey, let's stop messing around.
Yes, okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
We're plunging in, folks.
We're going to call places.
Get ready.
Here we go. Everybody ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have places, please? Places, please. For the top of the show, places, please. Places, please.
Oh, thank you, places.
Folks, a special treat goes to whoever can type in as quickly as they can the name of our stage manager extraordinaire. You should know it by now. For those Tiny Theaters people who've been watching for ages and ages,
oh my God.
You know who it is.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, everybody knows. Oh, wait, look, see. This is why you can't be trusted.
Well, this gives you time.
I backed
to
it
think.
up because there was
To
more
think about-
talking happening, and I was like, "Oh, wait! You normally don't have a monologue
Ladies
there."
and gentlemen, and welcome back to Tiny Theater. Thank you for joining us. Before we start tonight, folks, let's get all of those irritating distractions out of the way, shall we? Take a moment to silence your cell phone, spouse, children, and pets while you're at it. Unwrap those candy wrappers, open those chips, and pop that corn. Now, give yourself a break. Crack open a tasty beverage, sit back, put the world on pause, and enjoy our next performance. Rachel and Brendan, take it away.
Thank you, Janine.
Look
I
at
love
Janine.
the fact
Janine
Janine
Wapner.
is a celebrity.
Yeah, look, everybody.
Yeah.
We even have Janine's last
Yes,
name
yes.
in some of
Everybody
these.
knows Janine
Yeah,
Wapner,
bonus points.
stage manager extraordinaire.
Yes,
Yes, yes.
friends.
Welcome to
Tiny Theater. I'm Rachel.
I am Brendan.
Look, people are like, "What the hell is this?" They just scrolled right off. They were here only for the intro piece.
Yeah,
And we're
yeah.
sitting here in our bedroom closet reading plays from our house to your house, wherever you may be, thanks to the generosity of our playwriting friends from all over the nation,
Yeah.
sometimes from all over the world. You just don't know who's going to be here in the closet with us, people. So thank you, playwrights.
Yes, people are on the edge of their seats trying to figure out what is about to transpire.
Well, if you were just here, I spilled the tea a little early.
Oh, yeah,
But
that's
I thought that some of
Well,
his
but-
friends were going to be here, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Are we at the right place?"
Yeah, they're like, "Wait a
so I was
minute,
trying
who
to,
are these
do
people?"
a soft opening.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, folks, should we announce?
Yes, tonight's
Debut playwright.
tonight's debut. It's funny, isn't it? How it's like there's still something quirky and weird about this after all these
Listen.
years.
We keep it fresh. You never know. Because if it was the same every week, then it would get a little tedious. This
Yeah.
way, we don't really know what's going to happen.
Keeping it fresh and funky. Tonight's
Tonight's
debut
debut
playwright
playwright
is David Smilow. Woo, woo, woo!
David Smilow. Where does one begin?
Oh, well, I'll begin.
Okay,
Can I?
yeah.
Okay, so we met David, a fabulous playwright, fabulous writer of the soaps, of TV, a wonderful actor. We met him this summer at the Great Barrington Public Theater doing a world premiere by Mark St. Germain, Public Speaking 101. You can tell I wasn't the teacher, I was one of the students. And we both fell in love with David. What a guy!
Great guy. funny, just a really entertaining individual all around. And so when he said, "Hey, I have some scripts," we said, "Hey, we do this playwriting thing," and he said, "Oh, all right, I'll give you a few." And we couldn't wait to get them, and they did not disappoint at all. He's a great writer and just very fun guy, and we're very excited to do his stuff.
Can't wait to share his
Yeah.
plays with y'all friends.
Yeah.
So, here in a couple, 15, 20 minutes, there'll be a Facebook post sharing a little conversation that I had with David recently about his bio, what he's been up to in his career, and how writing developed over the years for him. So please like it, love it, share it, celebrate David with us tonight, friends, because we just love him, and we know that you will too after you hear these fabulous plays.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Okay, folks, we're going to jump in. You ready?
Yes. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Everybody
I am
ready?
Okay. Please settle down. Please now, settle down. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Litter by David Smilow.
A breakfast place. Claire stares grimly across the table at Peter.
Who stares back?
Shih Tzu.
I knew you'd say that.
Well,
No.
what's wrong with your lips?
Nothing.
You keep licking and biting them.
My shirt's okay, though, isn't it? Paul and Ambrose gave it to me last Father's Day.
I remember. I had them the week they bought it, on sale, at half off.
I can't stand yappy little bitches.
Right. You're thinking about something with a serious set of balls we can all stare at.
The bigger the better, with the kids.
Oh, you mean... That's not necessarily true. I've heard the Bisenji.
The Bisenji.
Yes, the Bisenji, like it's spelled. Terrific.
Yeah, who'd you hear that from? The good folks at the Bisenji barn?
Stop it. With the lips.
Well, I'm not doing anything.
No, of course not.
You know what? Let's forget the whole thing, all right? This was a bad idea.
We promised them.
You promised.
You agreed.
They were making me crazy.
If we can't agree on this, they'll have to decide. But we already agreed that they can't decide because they'll never agree.
All right, let's get them fish. There's nothing to decide with fish. They can have all the different kinds.
Do we have a tank at my place and another tank at your place with the exact same mix of fish in them? Or is there one tank that goes back and forth with the kids every week?
Let them decide.
They want a dog. Like a...
Rottweiler.
Perfect. I've always wondered what it would be like to squeegee blood off a wall.
Well, of course, there's the ever-popular Shih Tzu Rottweiler mix. Yeah, what would they call that, huh? A Rotsu? Shitweiler?
This is why I didn't want to do this.
Do we have to come up with the answer today? It took us 19 years to figure out we hated each other. Okay, this could take a while, too.
You're on cocaine.
What?
You are. You're coked up.
I am not.
I'm picking up the kids at school today. They're not going home with you.
God damn it, I haven't done coke since the last time. I took a Percocet this morning. I had one lying around, left over from when I tore my Achilles.
Taking care of the Shapiro's Rottweiler.
I had a tough weekend, okay?
Oh, yeah. I hear the Vermont's B&B can be hell, especially during peak foliage. All that quaintness to deal with.
How about a lab? This is a safe choice.
What happened?
Sweet-natured, patient. It'll look great in the Prius.
The weather was gorgeous.
Yeah. And even when his hips go and he has to drag his hindquarters around, he'll keep wagging that tail right up to the day we euthanize him. That's a good dog. How's Stefan?
Fine, don't tell me.
I saw that band shell he made for the Fellinis.
It's a gazebo.
Oh, it's beautiful. I've always wondered, does he find the wood like that, or does he bend it himself somehow?
It's a secret. That's his signature look. He wants to protect the processes he developed to perfect it.
What processes? He makes benches and little buildings.
It's a very successful business. He's in the Sundance catalog this year.
Ooh.
He's really happy.
Yeah, does he still ask you to marry him every time you see each other?
No. He thinks an Alfenpincher would be good.
They say all Swiss love the Alfenpincher.
Did you and Leslie have some kind of a fight?
I don't think we should talk about anything smaller than a beagle.
Ambril bites her lip like that now.
If not a lab, then a kuvas.
She got her first period this week. She told me she celebrated with an extra large stuffed crust meatball pizza, which she ate herself.
Our fat little girl's a fat young woman now. Well, I know. You know, you blame me.
You let her eat anything.
The pizza was on your watch. Where was Paul during all this thing? How about picking off another tweed cape?
He doesn't want to look like every other teenager. That's no crime.
He's turned into an English fop. A 14-year-old boy should never, ever say, "I trust we shall presently sup."
I bet he'd like a corgi.
I wish I did have some coke. I'd do it up with Paul. I'd tell him, this is what American men do. And we'd stay up all night, driving, going to lap dancing joints, grinding our teeth. A real father-son drug bonding moment. And then at dawn, coming down on our way home, we'd pick up a couple of pizzas for Ambril.
I'm getting married.
What?
Stefan asked. Again. And I said yes. He also asked me to get breast implants. I said yes to that, too.
Wow. You'll have a husband and tits. Tits for the first time.
Fuck you. We're getting the Shih Tzu.
Never.
No. That's it. I've decided.
Like hell.
You can get them fish. Does it always have to be like this?
Obviously not. You're getting implants.
Stefan's a good man.
He'll make a firm, confident leader with patience and perseverance. That's what the book says you need.
To be a husband?
Dog owner. The lab would look good in the gazebo, too.
Claire pulls sunglasses from her bag and puts them on, and then rummages in the bag for something else.
Are you crying?
She whips off the sunglasses, eyes dry, leaving.
We were a pretty good match.
Doesn't Leslie have a dog?
She had one.
What happened to it?
Nothing.
Lay off the Percocet. She gets up to leave. I'll call you.
Leslie and I are finished.
You've said that before.
There's no doubt about it this time. What did I know? I figured it was just going to be another weekend in Vermont. Fabulous food, passable sex, if there was any. It started out that way. But after dinner Saturday, which was incredible, she said she was bored and tired and didn't want to see me anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Ever seen a Commodore? It's Hungarian. It's big with hair like rope. Of course, we'd have to brush the shit out of it.
Must have been a long ride home.
Not for her. She's still up there waiting for her brother to come get her.
You left her in Vermont?
I had no choice.
Was there someone else?
No, Leslie won't be dating again so soon.
Why not?
Because she's dead.
Come on.
After her little presentation, a walk seemed a lot better idea than staying there in that cozy bungalow with her. I could see her through the window. She's a great-looking woman sitting on a couch bathed in rippling firelight, so goddamn happy she could barely concentrate on the magazine she was reading. And I walked away. When I got back, the ambulance was there.
What happened? A heart attack? A stroke?
Near as the coroner could tell, she got up off the couch to dance, and
Oh, how did they know that?
apparently the throw rug was bunched up in a series of distinctive frog patterns. So she was bopping away, celebrating with the magazine still in her hand.
Why would she still be holding the magazine?
Why? Why was she sick of me? Why did she call me a pain in the ass? There are no answers to these things. The coroner said the magazine was in her hand. And at some point, one of those blow-in subscription cards shot out of it at this angle. And he was very specific. And it sliced the top of her toe, which made her flinch just enough to lose her balance and stumble. She hit her head on the mantel and knocked herself out.
But you said she died.
She fell into the fire and burned to death. I spent all Sunday on the phone getting hold of her family. They all have the same shriek. I'd get as far as, and she burned to death, and they'd...
Oh my God, I'm sorry. We can get the lab.
Throwing me a bone?
Bijan freeze. End of play. Oh my God.
Very...
Okay, so now you can see why we love David Smilow.
always a journey. Now, imagine working with David every day for 6 weeks, and every time you see him, he has a story of some kind. And
Oh my God.
it's very funny.
So those of you in the room who I have personal relationships know that I am an inappropriate laugher. So, This little play really speaks to me in a very profound way. Oh my God.
Folks,
Ooh.
we got another play
Yeah.
by David Smilow.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed that one.
Okay. Let me compose myself,
we're gonna
friends.
jump in.
Yes. Okay. Whew. Then she's like, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'll let you have the lab. No, my mistake.
Yes.
Bijon Frise.
But you know what's really
Frise.
fun about David, and we also, you know, David's plays were in an anthology that he gave us a copy of, and
Yes.
we're reading some of his other plays, and you know his plays are fabulous in that as a writer, I love the creativity that writers have when they're creating scenarios. You know, this conversation between husband and wife could obviously, you know,
Ex-husband and wife.
could take place in any setting, under any sort of circumstances, but he chooses this crazy thing about they're picking a dog for the kids, and I love how he just creates these very interesting, unique, given circumstances
yes.
of the scene.
Yeah, and that they're at a breakfast place. So neutral ground, you know, it's just delicious
That's
and
right.
nutritious. Yeah, that's fabulous.
Okay, so we are going to give you another one by David
Yeah,
Smilow.
let's go for it, friends.
All right, folks.
Okay.
Here we go.
Hit the Buttons by David Smilow.
The setting is a New York apartment. At Rise, Karen Breyer paces. The doorbell freezes her. There is a second ring. Karen throws open the door to Michael Lieb.
I can't do this.
Karen?
I'm sure you're basically a very nice guy in your way.
23J?
Call it a mistake or bad timing.
Karen Breyer.
Please don't make it worse.
I'm Michael. Michael Lieb.
Are you pretending to be stupid or is there a deeper problem? I need you to leave.
Oh, no.
Hit both down buttons at the elevators. For some reason, it makes them come faster.
How could you tell me on the phone? Well, you couldn't.
Sorry, it didn't work out.
I mean, where would it have been wedged into the boilerplate? Some place between Rachel said you might call and I face south, too? Of course not.
I'm going to close the...
It would have been obvious at some point, anyway. Early on. At dinner.
I mean it.
You'd be laughing at something I tossed off, and your mouth would suddenly contort. Like a finger had been hooked into the corner of it, and yanked hard. Food would drop out. Your body would list at a grotesque angle. Everybody'd stare. It would be horrible.
What do you think's wrong with me?
Brain lesion?
I'm not happy, but I'm not sick.
Thank God. Say, this is one of the benefits of knowing virtually nothing about each other.
Being wrong and assuming a date has a fatal affliction.
Or might answer the door with a simple hello. I'm kidding.
No, you're not.
I am.
Please.
Let's split the difference.
This is why I can't do this. I'm sick of the same old passive-aggressive polka.
I thought you were just unhappy.
You don't want to go out with me.
Well, that is pure projection. But something tells me I should keep an open mind.
I don't eat dairy, meat, sugar, or wheat. And I don't drink alcohol. I smoke, though, a lot. Unapologetically.
Do you floss?
Yes.
Daily? Okay. I'm not afraid then.
Go. Now, I'm asking you nicely.
Karen, what's wrong? What happened since we spoke on the phone?
I don't want to get into it.
But this doesn't make any sense. The other night I dialed, you answered, we talked, and it was lovely.
It was all right.
We were on the phone for 3/4 of an hour. For first contact, that's a good 35 minutes beyond all right.
In your opinion.
That conversation damn came close to being interesting. You know it did.
Maybe.
You said so yourself. While it was going on.
I was being polite.
You also laughed several times.
Maybe.
Oh, you definitely laughed.
It's something you tossed off.
Come on. Get your coat. It'll be fun.
No.
That doesn't get a maybe?
No.
Karen.
It's not going to do, I'm not going to do this all over again.
What this? What all over again? We never laid eyes on each other before you opened this door 5 minutes ago.
I saw you 7 minutes ago.
What?
It's the way the building's wired.
You've lost me.
Good. Goodbye. Please.
The wiring.
Every apartment gets the security camera feeds, including the ones from the elevators, to see who's coming up.
Ah, so you saw me coming up. No. Watched me.
It's not like spying. It's my building.
But you decided from that grainy, black and white fisheye feed that I was way too short. Or too tall. With the wrong clothes and shoes, the wrong waist and hairline, to ever dream of sharing so much as a plate of calamari with you, let alone a lifetime. Is that it?
No, I like how you look.
You do?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, thank you. You're not just being polite?
No.
Then what's the problem?
You just stood there.
In the elevator?
Yes.
It wasn't a long enough ride to sit down.
I am so right about this.
I'm trying to lighten the mood a little, Karen. To at least approximate my share of the enthusiasm two people might have the first time they go out.
We are not going out.
Fine. Great. Then, before I get back on the elevator for an equally short ride back down to the lobby, do me a favor and tell me what was so terminal about just standing there on the way up.
It proved who you are.
And I am?
Another in a long line of cocky, tamped down machoids totally used to getting their way and expecting every other human living thing to go along with whatever they say, think, or do.
You've got a hell of a security system.
You were alone in that elevator and didn't once look at yourself in the mirror. Not once. You didn't retuck in your shirt to hide your belly or futz with your hair to make it look thicker, and both your arms hung straight down at your side.
As opposed to...
Bent. With your hands in your pants pockets, playing with your balls.
I'm so sorry.
Well, that's not what any normal guy would have been doing on his way up to meet a blind date. Which is what and who I'm interested in. A normal guy. Not some faux Mr. Confident who's got all the beats figured out ahead of time because he won't let anything happen that isn't his idea. To guys like that, spontaneity just means how fast you can get to where they want to go. I know. I've been with all of them, except you. And I'm fed up with them controlling everything, directing everything, so that there's no room for who I really am and what I want to bring to the table. What do I want to bring to the mix? There's only room for them and their goddamn arrogance. Call me a judgmental bitch, but that's not my idea of a relationship. Thank you very much.
This would have been a lot easier if you did have a brain lesion.
I'll let you know if one develops.
Till then?
Remember, both buttons.
I guess it wouldn't make any difference if I told you what was going through my mind while I wasn't playing with my balls.
I don't see how.
I was thinking this person I'd never met, but who sounded so bubbly and open on the phone, this Karen with a C, Breyer, might be terrific. Or a disaster. Either way, I'd find out. But until I did find out, I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just...
stand there.
Right. Which for me is a novel approach, believe me. Historically, I'm an inveterate ball fonder, toe tapper, tuneless whistler, and knuckle cracker. I remember I was so nervous before one day, when I got to her building, I actually took the elevator to the basement to find a laundry room so I could dry the shirt I'd sweated through out of absolute conviction that she was going to hate me.
Did she?
Yeah. But my shirt was beautiful.
I feel sort of silly now.
Don't. Calm and cocky look a lot alike. Especially to a security camera.
You don't have to rub it in.
I was kidding.
You were not. Okay, we'll split the difference again.
Well, nice talking to you on the phone anyway. Goodbye.
Hey, wait. Where were you thinking of going for calamari?
Oh, I wasn't. That was just the first food I thought of. I'm actually allergic to mollusks. I know. Both down buttons.
That's not what I was going to say.
It wasn't?
No, I was going to tell you that you may have to wiggle your fingers around the buttons a little or they won't light up.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
It can be.
Really? You want to show me how it's done?
Okay.
Get your coat.
End of play.
David
the buttons.
Smilow.
Hitting the buttons.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Hitting the buttons.
Very cool.
Love it. Love, love, love.
When we saw, and this was several months ago when we read these things, we said, oh my gosh, we can't wait to do these. We were in the middle of Sassy Summer Short. We had a whole program going,
well,
so we
because
knew
we were
that it was
still
going
in
to
the
take a while.
Berkshires. Yeah.
And so we're happy that we're able to do David's tonight and introduce you all to another fabulous playwright who, again, David has been writing for years and years and years. He was in New York writing for soaps. He's had a great career. Really fun guy. And
yeah.
Just, we love him.
So, friends, you know, there's a Facebook post coming any second now about David and his trajectory as a writer.
Yes.
Please love it, like it, share it. David is just such a great guy. David's not on social media, so I'm actually going to upload this particular video to our YouTube channel so David can see it and
right.
And be with us after the fact.
That's right.
You know what time it is, people. Oh, so many nice comments.
Yeah,
Yay. Yay. I'm glad you had fun. Friends, it's time to find that tasty beverage. You know what time it is.
That's right. Now, folks, you know, at the end of most of our Tiny Theater episodes, we raise a glass.
Yeah, we do.
And we toast some person, some group, some entity. You never know what it's going to be.
Never
so take
know.
a moment now, grab yourself a tiny beverage.
Or a big beverage. My doctor has advised me to drink more water.
Yes, or grab your little Tiny Theater mug.
Big or small?
That's right. Folks, so listen, it's been a busy week, and it's only midweek. But what a busy week it was, and certainly yesterday was a big day for all of us in the country. And so, we wanted to take an opportunity at Tiny Theater tonight. We're raising our glass. Folks, we're raising our glass to all of the people who volunteer to work the polls.
Working the polls.
Yeah, really. And we know several who do.
Yes, that's true.
And so we're just raising a glass for the time and commitment that they put into that important role.
To democracy, to the poll workers.
Poll workers. Thanks, poll workers.
Chin chin, friends.
That's right.
You know, a very dear friend of ours recently said, when the world is on fire, how do you pick up a bucket? What bucket are you picking up? So tonight we pick up the people who's picked up the volunteering their time for poll working.
There's a lot of people.
And that's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
So.
Friends, thank you so much for being with us. You know we love you. Thanks again to David for sharing his fabulous plays with us.
Yes.
And we will see you for another debut playwright next week, y'all.
That's right.
Oh, it's a goodie. We're mixing it up on the ones and twos. It's a serious play.
It is serious. That's right.
Serious. Okay, so y'all be good. Or be good at it. We'll see you next week.
And please remember to stay healthy.
Stay
Stay
safe.
safe.
Stay home. And watch Tiny Theater.
Yes, thank you.
Good night. We love you guys.
Be well, everybody.
Bye-bye.